Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Saturday night's messages of love from above. As always, super excited to see what messages are going to come through tonight. Before we get into the readings, I do want to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing so, whether you're watching live or on replay, we can join together and multiply beautiful love to the world to do a wonderful part in helping transform the planet. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just let that love fall down into our hearts, fill us up, and flow out to the world, just circling the planet. Beautiful, beautiful, unconditional love energy that it may touch every heart that is ready to vibrate at a higher and higher level of love. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love this evening, in this moment, for your own heart, your mind, your body, for a loved one, a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send this love to you too. You can just take it in like a giant bear hug from your guardian angel. Take it in like a tree that's taking in the sun, all the rays and warmth of the sun, allowing it to do what it wants to do. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. Greatly appreciate it. And before we get into the readings, I like to let everyone know that every Tuesday I put out a video announcing a Monday giveaway. Usually give away at least one personal recorded reading every Monday. May is a beautiful celebration of the Divine Mother, divine feminine energy. And so I've been giving away a lot more. I'll have four videos, not four videos, four recorded video recordings that I'll be giving away. Here's the link to the video for that to tell you how you can get into winning that if you are interested. And then also each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. This week was what you need to know about love right now. Here is the video link for that one. And I do have a ton of pick a cards available on my main page. So if you ever need additional messages of love, they are all there and they're all free. And then also, I know we're almost done with May. We've passed the midpoint. Uh, but I do put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign. So you can check yours out there. Also, in the beginning, in the intro of the video, I have a little list of the planets and what area of your life it influences. So if you know your birth chart and you know like what sign a certain planet is in, you can go look at that video for that and see that side of your life. And if you don't know your birth chart information, like what each of your planets is in what zodiac sign, if you go to a free website out there, like I usually go to astro.com is a good one, but whatever you feel led to, just make sure it's a safe and secure one, of course. But you can find that out and have look out the different windows of your life and get a big picture of what's going on for you. So that is what we have for you there. I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. So let's get my desktop all set up here and we will get into the readings. If you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, first of all. Thank you so much for being here. We have a wonderful group of people that have great senses of humor and big hearts, both equally important, in my opinion. uh, so, welcome to this amazing group here. How we handle the free readings, I do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is the list. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading or guidance. Spirit knows what you're wanting, and we'll pull cards for it. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange and prioritize those. I step out of the free readings, complete them. I even dive deeper and pull additional cards for those. And then I return back to the free readings and move down the list. I try to get through as many free readings as I can. I'm usually on for an hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes longer if spirit nudges and doesn't turn out the power on me like they did yesterday morning. I was 3.5 hours on, and spirit pretty much was saying, "Boy, you need to balance," and the power shut off. And I was like, "I guess we're done." But I will try to get through those. For donations, you can use the super chat at the bottom of the chat. Also, in the description box of the video, the pinned comment at the top, I do have my Venmo, my Cash App, my Square, and my PayPal. So, whatever you feel like donating is the perfect amount because I know everybody's finances range from person to person, day to day, country to country, planet to planet, and all that. So, whatever you want to donate is perfect. So, that is what we have for right now. I am going to be using the Light Seers Tarot and the what are these? The Las Muertas? Oh, sorry, Santa Muerta cards. I love these cards too. I used those this morning. So I'm going to start off with Light Seers. Tarot, which I didn't show that box. Got to be fair to my tarot. So that's the one. In case you guys are interested in picking those up, you know what they look like wherever you pick up your cards. So that is what we have going on. And I do have a donation that came in. Thank you so much, Crow's Nest, for your donation. So we will start with you. And you want to know, how does Chris S. feel about you, and what will his next actions be towards you in the near future? I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. So let's take a look here and see. Okay, so these three here are how they feel about you. And what are his next actions going to be towards you in the future? Okay. So those and that one. All right. So let's take a look here and see what's going on with his feelings. So, of course, these are his feelings. He's got the Nine of Swords, which nightmare and insomnia. What did you do to him? I'm just kidding. So, when it comes to individuals, of course, whatever they're going through can have little or nothing to do with us because whatever that going on inside of their lovely selves is what is happening. And we see this here. We've got the Queen of Cups, which is, rules over emotion, um, with the king, and also all the queens are given a second portion of cups. So she's actually the master of emotions. Don't know if they are a water sign, but they definitely are deep down into their emotions right now, deep diving and doing some wonderful inner reflection. Because the nine of swords is the hermit's journey. Swords are their thoughts, their beliefs, their mindsets, their attitudes, their expectations. These are their fears of losing conditional love, the fears of rejection, the fears of failure. And there's all this going on here. Um, so, whatever is happening with them, whatever has been going on, they definitely have kind of, I feel like they've stepped back a bit too, because this is like the Queen of Cups is almost like the high priestess energy to me, which steps back, dives deep, reflects on things. And I feel like this has been going on for a little bit with the Seven of Pentacles too, because this is what's the last thing that grows on a fruit tree? The fruit, right? And you can see even here, if I can get it to focus, there's like this energy that's going from here, from his hand into the roots. So they're getting to the root here of some stuff that's going on. You got my message there, crow's nest. What did you do? But I feel like they're doing a huge inner reflection right now. Deep emotions. I mean, I feel like they've got deep emotions going on there. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fearing, because we only fear around things we care about, right? And so I feel like there's this feelings here, but I feel like they got wow, they just had a really number done on them in their childhood, in their younger years. I just feel like uh, so much bubbling underneath there that they had to suppress. Let me take a look here and see what their next actions are towards you here. Yeah. Yeah, again, so much emotion that's happening here. We've got the 6 of Cups, which is nostalgia, looking back over their emotions. They got the 7 of Cups with emotional confusion. And I like that they're working on this though, and eventually they're gonna figure things out. They're not a weakling. I mean, they survived their childhood, which I feel like, again, I almost feel like a really abusive childhood, at least emotionally abusive, if not physically and other. But I feel like they had so much that they're working through that the self love is what's going to rescue them. The love that they're finding on the inside eventually with that Queen of Cups turns them upward to find a solid foundation of their own self love, which allows them to change how they perceive the outside world as well. And as soon as that happens, that's when I believe movement comes forward, because I don't know if they're in counseling or recovery. It just feels like they're doing heavy, heavy duty lifting of their emotions of the past. And that's why I feel like their feelings about you almost, excuse me, are like, they're showing me Beauty and the Beast. We know you're the beauty, don't worry. But they're showing Beauty and the Beast with that rose that's protected in this, glass, cage, not cage, but, it's just protected, right? And it's just that's where I feel like their emotions for you are being kept, because there's all this the beast is running around the castle, and that's what I feel like he feels about himself. He has, like, a lot of anger, a lot of, pushed down emotions that he's dealing with. But I like that eventually, they're tuning in here, and whatever this tower is, they have someone removed out of their life. And I almost feel like the person who caused a lot of their anguish, a lot of the stuff is like going to pass very soon. And I feel that like that helps them um release things, because I feel like there's their inner child feels safe, or if recently that person has passed, because this is the stuff being removed out of their life. And then you have the Knight of Wands, which is fast movement. So it's almost like as soon as they deal with these things, then they take off that glass thing and they embrace the emotions they have and they move on it. But I feel like it's going to be a little bit, because I just feel like there's so much there that they need to deal with, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't feel like there's anything else they want to add to that right now. I do feel like I need to pull another card here, all these Oracle. Which one do they want as I put all these cards back in here? Let me just see here. Yeah. So I feel like they want one of these higher self Oracle for you. Okay, that was a lot. Let me just reshuffle these real quick. Balance out their energy, simmer down. We'd like one card, please, if possible. All right, there it is. Wow. So that does confirm it for me. There's a lot of anger. Or was it you? No, I'm just kidding. I feel like this is the anger they're letting you be aware of, that we kind of want them to go through the stuff and transform it, so that how people take out their pain on people who are safe. We don't want that to be you. And it says holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's from Buddha. Says anger is defined as strong displeasure, fury, and deep hostility towards someone or something. And right now, someone may have betrayed you in some way or broken your trust, crossed a boundary, or mistreated you. I almost feel like we can put this in saying that this is what they're saying to him. Um, yeah, to Chris, if that's him. And so they may be overwhelmed by an intense anger that's beginning to consume them. And at this stage, they may be responding in a way that will not only hurt someone else, but hurt themselves. And while their anger may be completely justified, it must be processed in a responsible way. I can't make this up. If they feel the need to lash out towards someone or respond harmfully, then it's time for them to pause and take a breath. And at this moment, it is necessary to expel the pent up energy from their body. And to do so, they can scream in their car, outside, or into a pillow, or release that energy in a way that is harmless. Consider some form of sport that will enable them to release that energy, such as hitting balls in a batting cage, playing golf, or playing tennis. This release is important because allowing anger to remain inside them will have physical ramifications. And when anger is stored in the body for too long, their muscles become tense, their respiration and blood pressure rise, their heart races, and their immune system is impaired. So over time, it is their physical heart that suffers from their own anger. Anger is a constructive form of energy and a natural response to systems of inequality and oppression. But when channeled inappropriately, it can become a dynamic energy that leads to righting wrongs, correcting injustices, and creating new solution based ideas. If they need help, they can ask their higher self to help them channel their anger productively. And if they are still holding on to anger, they can ask their higher self to shift their perception about the person or situation. Their higher self can help them understand lessons and value of the experience and can lead them to forgiveness and healing. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I really, yeah, I feel like that's what's going on. So hopefully that gives you a really clear picture of what's going on in their life and why they've done the actions they've done, and you can see all this pent up anger. You might have even know them well enough that you see all those impacts of the anger that it's had on their life and their body, right? So I feel like it's important for them to, of course, deal with that anger. And I like that it's happening again, that it's happening um, hopefully at a distance from you, because I feel like the anger can show itself and it's not good to be, at the brunt of that, because of course you don't deserve that because you're not the source of it, right? But that is what is coming through, grossness. So hopefully that resonates. And that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So that is it for the donation. So we will start at the top with a Dajona Sturgis, who'd be my first free reading. And you want whatever comes out. So let's see what's coming in here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. So we do have both the Devil card and Mother Nature, Mother Nurture here with the Queen of Pentacles. So there is this birthing that's coming about in your life, and I feel like they come to visit you. There's this, not the devil's coming to visit you, but this card, this energy of reflecting on your supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must. I just feel like you've been working on this a lot, and that you're releasing a lot of the restrictions you have, which are bringing this, abundance, this birthing is in the process. I like with the Ace of Pentacles to hear that she has in her hand that you're learning to look at your relationship of your worth to the outside world in a different way. And there is this, you know, removal of things, this clearing of things, these strings that you feel were controlling you in the past aren't anymore. And there's this freedom that comes, which I like the Queen of Pentacles because she's a lot like the Empress in that they're in nature, which has much, much less roles than the city and human society, right? And I feel like this is the string, the freedom that you're feeling is what is being birthed and what is coming forward. So I like that for you, and I feel like they're just telling you keep going, keep cutting strings, uh, keep freeing yourself because the freedom that comes from it is very good for you, and it's needed at this time in in the future. So I like that for you, Dajona. So many blessings to you. And Esmeralda, you'll be my next free reading up. I do have an additional donation. Thank you so much, Crow's Nest, for your additional donation. You want what will Brandon's next actions be towards you? All right. All right. I'm seeing a pattern here, Crow's Nest. What are you doing to these people? I'm just kidding. I feel like you are a wonderful catalyst in people's lives, uh, because we have the nightmare and insomnia card here, and the Five of Cups, which both of these are a very transformational energy. I feel like maybe your your energy sparks things in people. It just I think it is a strong mirror. It's a strong vibration that shakes things loose because I mean, we got both of these cards on Chris, right? And these cards came up again, um, just a little differently, which I like these how these are coming in for you. But they definitely have some of these emotions from the past that are coming up and clearing, and it's very important. I like the energy that comes up that you spark in people, you know, because it's like that you're showing them, um, not only with your own energy, this healthy, vibrant, higher vibrational love, but it's such a stark contrast, I feel like, to what they have going on inside of them that it's just like, wow, I didn't realize, it's like you wearing a beautiful white dress that's just so purely white, and they thought they were wearing white, but it's so dingy of a t-shirt that it's almost looks gray when they thought it was a white t-shirt, and they're just like, it's like this. That's kind of the energy they're showing me, is that it does reflect, you do spark this realization within them. And it's just your energy. It's not even anything you say or do. It's just your presence. Your energy does this, which I like that it does, because that is what changes things, right? Because with this one here, with the Queen of Cups, with them, you activating and having them look at some deep emotions, they're also getting this solid foundation in the outside world, the solid foundation of their worth. So where I feel Chris is still doing a lot of work, I feel Brandon has done some, and there's this uh solidity of themselves that's there. And I see here their next actions towards you has the Page of Cups, them expressing a higher love for you, and the Queen of Pentacles is new birth, new movement. Again, here's that wonderful That was just in, the other reading I did popped back out too. The relation of their worth to the outside world, there's this rebirth, and because of it, they just feel like they can take things higher, whereas before, they were hesitant to do so because of the fears that they had, of failing and not meeting up and not being able to keep up. Not that they can feel they can keep up with you now. They just feel they can keep up better. They're not going to be a mile behind. They may just be like 5 blocks behind. But I like it. I like this because I feel like there's this freedom. I feel so much lighter, so much freedom that comes with Brandon here. So I like this for you, and I feel like their next steps and next stages here. I feel like they've done this other stuff. I feel like they're solid in it. So I feel like it's in the very near future if they haven't expressed going further. Yeah, and the 9 of Swords, the nightmare card. Do you astral project and travel in the nighttime and go into their dreams and, "Listen here, mister." But, yeah, I mean, I like it that it does spark this, within there. So I like it. Are they both water signs? I don't know, but, or they maybe there are a lot of water in their chart because they go deep and they go fast, into those emotions, so but I like this for you, Crow's Nest. I like, this situation much, it feels so free and breezy, in comparison, so I do like this one. And I think that's all that they wanted that, for you there. Oh, you know what? These they want one of these from the heart, little gold cards for you. So let's take a look here. I'm just gonna pull one quick one here. So what? Okay, here it is. Yeah, yeah. So for Brandon here, let's see if I can get it to focus. I'll read it anyway, but just in case, come on, there it goes. I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. Well, Scorpio moons. Well, boom. Well, there we go. That explains a lot. I'm a Pisces moon too, so I get it. Uh, so, whoops, hit my microphone. So, yeah, for Brandon, it is I acknowledge and express my emotions with ease and grace. So, I feel like they will be doing it very soon, and it's going to be with ease and grace, whereas before it would be with great trembling and anxiety. I feel like they're not going to have it now. It's going to be ease and grace. So I like it. Well, perfect. That makes total sense there, Crow's Nest. So I like it for you. I like this for you. And I feel it's coming much sooner than later. If not by the end of May, by the middle of June. It's like I feel like that's how soon, if they haven't expressed it, that they will. Um, so that is what I feel is coming through right now. So many blessings to you. Enjoy all that water for sure. All right. Again, thank you for your donation. All right. So Esmeralda, hi, you are up next. You'll be flying in 8 days. Oh, okay. Will you get to your destination safely with no delays? Well, now that we're out of Mercury retrograde, woo, good time to travel, Esmeralda. Perfect. So let's take a look here. Will you get to your destination? All right. Yeah. I know the two of swords here is if you have to make decisions on any kind of changes, close your eyes and trust your heart. I don't feel anything here. The 6 of cups is nostalgia. Are you flying, like, home to visit home or something? I don't feel anything here. The 6 is 3 cups on each side is smooth moving emotions. The 2 of swords just says about if there's decisions to be made, trust your heart in them. Don't try to do a logical, just trust your gut. So if anyone if they say, "Hey, we have an earlier flight and we can We can get you on there and go there if in your heart you're like, yeah, if in your heart you go, no, let's wait. Just go I'll wait because that one may end up being delayed. So follow your heart. But everything looks good in here. I have no concerns that are popping up here, Esmeralda. So I like it for you. And that's what they have. So many blessings for you. All right. All right. Well, it looks like the chat disconnected and reconnected. So hopefully I got everything here. Um, so double, triple, quadruple X, you'll be the next free reading. I do have a couple donations. Thank you so much. It's moi. Thank you for your donation. Hey, hey. And you just want to know about Jay. You ended a long term relationship abruptly. It's been a year and they still think of you. How's it going without you? Does he have intentions of coming back? Okay, let's take a look here and see what spirit wants you to know around this individual here. So around Jay. So how is he doing without you? All right. Okay. And does he have intentions of coming back? All right. So, as far as how they're doing without you here, they've really developed this inner strength. They're really focusing here on their connection with their inner self and their inner strength. So, I feel like with the abrupt ending here has to do with this Knight of Wands, which they're fast acting and fast moving. There's a lot of fire here. And um, it's this combination of these 2. I just feel like they're kinda split in the middle here. I just kinda wanna put, like there's a split personality almost. Because on one hand, they really turn inward and they really focus in on that and, do these things. But on the other, that there's this Knight of Wands is reminding me of a forest fire, like, they just have to move, and they have to be on the move, they have to go, they just have a lot of impatience, they have a lot of need to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, and even though you guys are in a long-term relationship, whatever whatever triggered this within them, I just feel like they are constantly having this need. I don't know, did they hit their midlife crisis or something where they're just like boom boom boom? Because when I asked about do they have intentions of coming back, we've got the King of Swords, which they're the masters of air and thinking and always in their mind and their mind and their mind. And there's all of this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is all them focusing on nurturing themselves. They've got the Hanged Man, which is about transformation, seeing things from a higher perspective. And the Six of Cups, which is about nostalgia or someone from their past. So I'm not sure here. It almost feels like this super combo in their head. It's almost confusing how everything's just but it's like they got distracted with someone from their past coming back into their life, not you. Someone in their past life that comes back, and it triggers a lot of things within them, both um, old emotions, old attraction emotions, in a way, but also it even brings them back further into their life, which I feel is what triggered some old, buried, suppressed emotions that it just all came along with it. And it just kind of, it's almost like their life threw up on them all, and it just is too much. And so I feel like they've lifted themselves up where here's all the stuff that's going on, and they just want to be up here unaffected by it all. And I just feel like that's why they keep moving because they're afraid that they're afraid that if they stop, it's like the train's gonna hit them. They feel like they're running away from things, and if they feel if they stop, all of that stuff is gonna hit them again. So whatever this was that triggered them in their past, this person from their past is just I mean, it just was it's almost like um, they were the person that they bumped into was a ripple effect of something that happened to them earlier in their life, if that makes sense. So I don't feel here um, that they think about have intentions of coming back. I just feel like they are. Um, so in my head, they're saying like they're on the run. They just don't want to be found. Type of you know information there. Yeah, everybody, we've only been on for 30 minutes, so frees are definitely still open. If you want it prioritized, you can make a donation. Otherwise, yeah, frees are still open for now, so feel free. All right. Okay. Very good. Very good. Yeah. That's I perfect. Perfect. All right. So that is what is going on with that. And yeah, I like that you're okay with, and I know it's the curiosity, right? Um, but yeah, just trust that what was removed out of your life was removed out of your life on purpose for you. So, and it's making room for what's coming. So I like that too. And he made a second donation. So if you have a second question, pop it down there and I'll be to that after James. So thank you for your donations. It's moi. All right, James, Helen, thank you for your donation. And you want to know are Patty and you soulmates? All right. So I'm going to adjust the question just a little bit. I know your intention. I can feel your intention because everyone, like our parents and our siblings and, you know, friends and all our romantic partners, everyone are soulmates because we're souls. We all have divine, um, purpose to be in each other's life. And that's what soulmate, it truly is, and but a soul partner is someone that we romantically probably end up with the rest of our lives, and I feel like that's what you're wanting to know is this person the one I end up with? Or sometimes we have romantic partners who are soulmates who are stepping stones that help us get to our soul partner who will be with the rest of our life. So we'll get clarification here because I'm picking up what you're putting down, James. So just for clarity, I just wanted to they wanted to clarify that. So let's take a look. All right. Anything else? All right. And they want to give you one of these wisdom oracle here too, James. So okay. Okay. So let's see what we got on here. All right. All right. Yeah. So we got the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups, of course, rules over water. And is the master of water because all the queens are given a second portion. So, very much there's this in tuned high priestess energy connection here. And we've got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups tells me past life connections. So, you definitely have this, you know, tie to them from the past as well. Because, and I feel like this is like Patty and this is like you. You both have this like hermit. It's almost like they were a high priestess and you were a monk. It's like this is possibly like a past life, but it's very spiritual connected. It's just like this connection that has been around for a while. I feel like you guys are drawn to some of the same things and some of the same purposes and interests in life. And I feel like you guys just come across in different ways, sometimes you're best friends, sometimes you're lovers, sometimes you're, I wouldn't say enemies, but that you're the challengings, the nemesis. And so you guys have had, it just feels like playfulness through time, which I like. It's like buddy buddies, type of thing. I really feel here, though. I mean, you got the Ten of Pentacles, which is creating a legacy together. And so this feels very much that there's this rebirth that happens within your relationship. And that's funny because here's the rebirth. Here's again another reference to like reincarnation and past life connection, right? So I definitely feel that there you definitely have these soul ties, and here you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is saying, yeah, you guys, this there's this legacy that's built between you in this lifetime together. So I just feel it's you, and you have children and grandchildren and a family tree, and so I do definitely feel that with these cards coming in here. And the Wisdom of the Oracle card you got is the Clean It Up card. Get busy cleaning. I love that. Card number 21, if 2, 1, or 3, um, or 21, if that's significant for you. Let's see what it says here. So this is getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what's no longer needed. And the oracle's message to you says, ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home also? Too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. These do come with a relationship message. So the relationship message is it's time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered, and your relationship will flourish. I like it. So that is what they have for you. So I definitely feel very positive for that. So I feel like that is a yes to your question and a little extra on the side, a little extra wisdom, right? So that's what they have for you, James. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, and it's moi. So second question was, how will life be with this new person? You're very welcome, James. What is life with this new person going to be like? I know, something to look forward to, right? Let's take a look here. What else do you want? All right. Wow. So you have the Knight of Swords, which is a change of thought and belief and mindset, and a change in communication too. I really like this because I feel like in your last relationship there was like lack of communication, miscommunication, um, but I feel like this one is going to be Mr. Communication. I like it. So there is this great clarity of speech, and they're very clear, and it's a wonderful flowing communication, I feel, which I like. Also, it's like you're leaving behind old cycles and beginning a brand new adventure that feels like it's at this new level, like this is the level you've had before. It's going to be way up here where even you felt wasn't possible, where pigs fly. But you're leaving behind the old cycles, the old world, and it's just feels like you're in an entire new world. It just feels so different. That's there. So I like that. And then you have the King of Pentacles, which is about abundance, overflowing, victory. The outside world definitely feels full and overflowing. King of Pentacles is one of the best cards to get with abundance in the outside world. And you have the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment. I mean, I feel like this is you going, woohoo! All your cups feel full, so definitely it feels like you've gone off planet to a totally different world. You're just like it's almost like you didn't believe that this could be true. Again, it's like pigs are flying because I thought this type of life is only in the movies. But I feel like you're having this type of relationship that you're just like, I feel like I'm in a fantasy. I just don't it doesn't it feels too good to be true, but it is true for you. And I like it. It's very freeing, very fruitful, very overflowing, both emotionally and in the physical world too. So, and communication. Boom. And that's why we experience people to show things about ourselves. Also, so that when we meet someone else, we're like so appreciative of who they are because of who we were with before, too. You know, so I like that for you. It's moi. I mean, boom. I don't know how if it could get even any better than that. But I definitely like it for you, so it definitely feels very full and overflowing. So that is what they have. Many, many blessings to you, and again, thank you for your multiple donations. I greatly appreciate those. All right, I think that was everyone for the donations. Boom, I love it, spirit knows. All right. So I think that is it. Well, back to the free reading. So double, triple, quadruple X, we are to you, and you want to know what is coming to you. So let's take a look here and see what is coming towards you here. Wow. So you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So you definitely have this new opportunity that's opening up in your outside world here. And it feels like it leads to here. The Ten of Pentacles is like overflowing abundance in your life. We call this the legacy card, which not only is it abundance that impacts you and a loved one, but it's for generations to come. This is the tree of life, which kind of represents the family tree. It just impacts everything. Your life feels full. So I really feel like the opportunity is coming up here. And quite honestly, I feel it's love. I feel it's abundance. I feel your life is about to take a turn here. The beginning steps of feeling fuller and fuller and fuller, both heart and physical abundance in the outside world too. So, I mean, those are two beautiful cards to get. So I like that that's coming towards you, double, triple, quadruple X. So we shall see how soon. I feel like sooner than later, for sure, with two of those cards coming up. So I like it. All right. So many blessings to you. Up next, Aldona. Hello, hello. Good to see you too. Anyone to know T's intentions towards you? Please. Let's take a look here. What are T's intentions towards you? So we have the Magician card, which is very fiery, very divine masculine, moving forward, action, action, action. Can be some passion, passion, passion. The Judgment card here, it's 20, it's double, it's normally two X's, which is double endings, double new beginnings. And, you know, it feels like they want to see things from a different perspective here. It feels like they're being drawn into something higher in their life. And they feel like this is you. Like they feel like I can make this happen. And you know, what- you're this is your guides because they're being sassy. They're like, these are their intentions, but they're overreaching. And I feel like they're thinking they can do all of this stuff for you, and this is who they want to be, and da 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 and da da da. And I'm like, and your guides are going, yeah, there's a difference between having intentions. Like, I intended to start working out on January 1st this year, and it is May 20th. Am I working out? No. It's not lack of ability, it's lack of motivation. And I feel like this is what they're bringing in here is that they have good intentions, but they're overreaching. They're like, you're let's be reasonable in what you can offer. Let's be true, you know. But they have this idea that I'm going to be everything and this is what it's going to be. I'm just going to make you feel like you're in heaven and it's just going to be great, and it's like, "Mm-mm, ain't gonna happen." So I like that, don't um, respond by their intentions and by what they're saying, but by what they're doing. Let the action speak to you, is really what Spirit is saying for you. So that is what is coming through for you, Aldona. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right, Esther E. Hello, hello. Will you enjoy the date with Gary coming up, and will he like you? All right, let's take a look here. That's will you like the date? Oh, ooh, well, well, well. And will he like you? I know. I love that I get to see the cards first. Will you enjoy the date? I think you will. And will he like you? The strength card coming in here is this, um, you know, it's a kind of a unique message that comes in when it's like, will he like me? It has to do with their reflection and their connection with their inner self here. And, I just want to pull one card here because I feel like, you know, yeah. So we have the Page of Pentacles. They do see this as a new opportunity. They're very grounded, though. I feel like they're a very grounded individual, and they're turning more inward and looking at themselves. And they so for them to like you, they have to like themselves, right? And I feel like they do like themselves. Very much Leo energy coming in, which no offense to anyone who's Leo, but Leos do like themselves. And it's a healthy, it can be, it's a range, right? Because we have lower vibration and higher vibration in every one of our signs. A high vibration type of liking themselves is they appreciate them, they have confidence, they like who they are. Lower vibrationals, they think they're better than everyone else and they got a big pride and an ego, right? But I feel like they are more balanced with that Page of Pentacles. So because they feel good about themselves, they like you too. I know. Everyone's a mirror though, that's when we wonder if people like us or what they think about us. It's all about what they're recognizing about themselves in us, and that's, what comes through with that. So that is what is happening, Esther, but I think you enjoy that very much. That Lover's card is a strong, beautiful connection. So I feel like um, you definitely enjoy it, and why would they not enjoy it, as well? So I like that. All right, so that's what they have for you, Esther E. And Scott, you are up next, and you want to know, how does C feel about you? So let's take a look here. Actually, they want this one right here. So they've got a lot of feelings going on. I mean, 2 cups cards here coming in. The 5 of cups shows that they've been in the past focused on some pain and some hurt and, some of the lower vibrational emotions, but they're really moving out of that. I like the 8 of cups that they're leaving behind like emotions that no longer serve them, because they're headed off into something that they feel is wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. That's where they're walking off to. So I feel like they, in a way, it's like you're drawing them out of their old pain, their, how they were. I feel like they were focused on a lot of fears of never finding love again, and that, these lower emotions that kind of like how they can get stuck in it. But you were this bright light that drew them out, and that's where they're walking towards this. They're feeling like this wonderful emotion. They're feeling very positive emotions, very heightened, emotion. So it is enough to draw them away from focusing on those older things, which I like. It's kind of like um, it's, enough of a draw that it's drawn them out of their cave of, deep, lower emotions. So I like that. I know that maybe doesn't sound like, it's like, "Is that good?" But it definitely is. It's like the movie As Good As It Gets with, oh, I'm totally gonna forget their names now because I see their faces. The guy in The Shining and the one in the tornado movie. So anyway, you can search it, As Good As It Gets. But there's something that he says to her, and he says he's trying to communicate it and he's having trouble, but he finally just says, "You meeting you has made me want to be a better man." And I kind of feel like that's what's coming on there too. C feels about you that they um that meeting you has made them want to feel better and focus on the higher love, vibrational emotions. So that's what I was trying to say, and now they've corrected that. So there you go. Yes, thank you, Jack Nicholson, and who is the lady? I think she was in Pay It Forward too. That it was his mom. Um, because it's gonna drive us crazy, right? Oh, what was it? I almost had it. Yes, Helen Hunt. Thank you, Julia. Now I can move on. You're awesome. Thank you. All right. So, Virgo girl, you are up next. Anything that Spirit wants you to know right now. So, let's take a look here. What is of utmost importance that they want you to know right now? All right. So you do have this Five of Swords here. That swords are, of course, your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, and this represents that there's been some conflicting. I don't feel like it can be conflicting communication with someone, not like there's been arguments or disagreements or something, but definitely you've had some disagreements in your head, if not, if they haven't made themselves out of your mouth and into with another individual. But I like it because the five is the number of transformation, and I feel like you've really looked at some conflict that you've had, and there's been a great release from it. I feel like you've got a nice aha that has happened in your life that's bringing in this here, which is the Page of Wands, new passion, new drive, new energy. So there was a lot of energy being invested in whatever situation this was. And now that energy is coming back to you. And I feel this is like how you feel, or you will be with this being resolved. You just are feeling so full of energy and life. All that energy that was used mentally comes back to you, and you just don't know what to do with yourself. You just have so much energy, right? And this is what is coming back for you, and this is what they want you to know, that it's worth it to question whatever this conflict is, because the resolution just brings in that type of energy for you. So that is what they have for you, Virgo girls. So many blessings to you. All righty. And Louisiana Lucy. Hello, hello again. You are very welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you too, and all your love and support that you bring into the room here. You want to ask whatever message comes out for you at this time? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. Okay. So you got 2 and 2, so these all go together here. So it looks like you have a decision here of an ending and a new beginning here, that's coming up, and it's okay. There's like when you're deciding whether you wanna end something or not, close your eyes and trust your heart, not your mind. Trust that your gut instinct, your heart, allow it to guide you, because you do have here definitely there's an ending and a new beginning because here's the new beginning with the full card being starting off at the zero, something that's very free and very going. Feel like it's something that's been in the works for a while, the temperance card. I almost feel here. Now, it's not that I almost feel here. What Spirit is saying is that you have been patient enough. You've been overly patient. You've been allowing something to carry on for a long time, and there's no judgment in that. You wanted to make sure. Sometimes it's better to have um tried and tried and tried and tried and known than not tried and not known. But you have tried and you've done everything you can possibly can in whatever situation this is that's been dragging on for a very long time, and it is time. You can make the decision to end it. Follow your heart. You know it's been coming for a while, I feel, and but it's time for this new adventure. It's time for you to move forward, and leave behind whatever this is, whoever this is, um, and it's okay. It's okay. You've done everything. They're almost like going overboard with it. You've done everything physically, humanly, even aliens may have tried, but it's you've done everything possible, and it's okay. You can walk away. You can end it now. So that's what I feel is coming through for you with those cards, Louisiana. So many blessings to you. And Blue Eyes, you are up next. So your future self's message to you. Absolutely. In fact, I want to pull here a higher self because this is like your future self, higher self message for you. So this is your future self's message to you. You got vision. See if we can get it. There it goes. Like they have the eye, the third eye there. So let's see what the vision is checking about here. So this is from Carla Nashar. It says, I have three eyes, two to look and one to see, right? Two to look and one to see. You have been gifted with clairvoyance, the ability to see beyond the dimension of this world. With this ability, you're able to see and communicate with spirits, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and elementals. Having this gift enables you to help others learn and grow by sharing knowledge from the divine realm. Well, don't be keeping it all to yourself, Blue Eyes. uh, okay, I lost my place. Okay, you may receive messages in your mind's eye in the form of colors, shapes, symbols, numbers, and signs. This card is asking you to work on your third eye chakra and develop this gift further. You can open up your third eye by tapping on the chakra directly, meditating with white light, or envisioning an eye opening in the middle of your forehead. You can also place an amethyst crystal on your third eye chakra to remove any blocks from your sight. Additionally, you can send swirls of golden light into your brow chakra to clear any debris. Clairvoyance also allows you to access the Akashic records, which are the documented records of all your past lives. Ooh. Whoops. By developing this gift, you will have the opportunity to tap in to the celestial hall of records to learn about your previous incarnations and any current problematic circumstances or patterns of behavior that could be rooted in those lives. If you seek more information, consider going to your local bookstore and ask your higher self or your future self to guide you to the best literature that will provide some much needed information about this gift. This card asks you to work on opening up to this gift to help others move forward in the right direction. Boom. I like it. So definitely it's your future self telling you you have this gift, so don't waste it. You can look into it, grow it now because by the time you reach there, it'll be even bigger than it is um at that point. So I like that for you, Blue Eyes. So many, many blessings for you. I like it. All right. Hey, Madeline, thank you so much. I did see a donation that just came through here. All right. And thank you for your donation. And let me take a look here. Okay. So let's take a look here and see what are they thinking. So let's take a look here and what is going on here. All right. Okay. Well, we definitely have the devil. But this is, it's like their life is being shaken up and it's being, all these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. It does represent temptation in some ways too. I normally don't read it that way, but it definitely is this wanting to move beyond, you know, um, what's happening there in their life here. The They're in a codependent relationship, and the person that they're in that relationship with doesn't allow them to give to them, and so this passion, they want to be able to give, but the insecurities of the person that they're with doesn't allow them to give, and so they're workaholic, in the gym, hobbies, friends, and other things because they feel like they aren't able to give and they want to be able to give too. And so this is what it's making them feel better about themselves, but it doesn't make them feel better about themselves for very long at all because they're, not expressing it in the way that their heart really wants to be able to express it, but they don't know what to do, because subconsciously who they're with is not allowing them to give to them, and so that's why they're acting out in this way. Um, because we've got the so here's the marriage card here, and they've got this hermit. They feel alone, they feel ostracized, and the Knight of Swords is like them in pursuit of communication, right? This is the Knight of Swords is it can be thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations and things like that. But I just feel like they're changing their ideas and different things around this because of what's going on here. So it just they feel very alone in their marriage here, with what is happening here. And there's this um, they just don't know what to do. They're just doing what they feel like they can, but their whole idea of around what they've wanted to do is what's changing, and going through there. But that is why, you know, and what they're thinking. Their Knight of Swords is just, it's almost like they're not thinking. They're just doing whatever they feels makes them feel like they're wanted and needed and loved, and who will receive from them, because of this. Again, it's whenever there's a codependent relationship going on, there's a lot going on in the subconscious of each individual. The other person that's usually the enabler in a codependent relationship is the overgiver, which we probably can relate to. they're they're have this out of sync, out of balance rate of love exchange. They feel they have to give so much to get so little back. And so when a partner wants to give, if we haven't given like the 1,000 love coins, we won't allow them to give the one love coin. They have all these love coins they want to give. And if we won't take them, then they'll give them to their work. They'll give them to, like I said, friends, affairs, all this kind of stuff that they will attempt to feel good and do that. So that's what's coming through there, and I don't feel like they are specifically motivated to any particular one source. I feel like they're just all over the place trying to find validation, right? So that is what's coming through here, for you, Madeline. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of a peek into what's going on underneath their hood. But it's like, well, okay, it's definitely not like, like you're somehow drawing them, um, away or anything like that. It's more like, yeah, that they are just out there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're just like, "Okay." You should just send them especially if it's like by text or something. This is your mother, right?" "What?" Anyway, but that's what's going on. So, um, yeah, I understand why you were stunned. So, that is what they have. So, thank you so much for your donation. Hang in there, Madeline. All right. All right, Elisa, you are up next. And you want to know the thoughts and actions of R towards A. All right. Thoughts and actions. So thoughts, okay, and actions. All right. So thoughts, the thoughts that they have, they've got these thoughts of feeling like abandoned, left behind, out in the cold. These feelings and thoughts of lack. So whatever it is towards them, they either feel like this way because of them, or this is what they feel in relationship to them. Like I'm not enough, or I've been left behind. I can't, give them what they need, or they feel locked out. And here's the key over here, but this is the kind of feelings of lack and being out in the cold and abandoned kind of feelings. So I feel like these are the thoughts, and that the next actions, it's like this Knight of Wands is fast moving, passionate energy, which it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like what most humans do when we're in our lower vibrational energy is when we feel lack and not enough, um, either worth wise and emotionally, we try to cover it up with outward, fiery, passionate action, doing things, passion, physical more stuff than mental and emotional and stuff that's true more to our core. So I feel like this is what they feel this way and so they act this way, but it's not like um it's like a conquering feel, to it. It doesn't feel healthy, from what I'm picking up from these cards. It's like if I feel low about myself, I'm gonna, conquer this person so that I feel better about myself. And it's like, what's that? That's what someone who feels low about themselves and in fear does. That's we try to when we feel unsafe and out of control, our little self goes into play. We do stupid, unloving, uncompassionate things, and that's the kind of energy I'm feeling there is just why are you acting that way? you know because they feel hurt, they feel left out, that they want to move forward and push themselves on them in a way. So that's what I feel is coming through with that, Elisa. Very interesting. But that's what they have. So many blessings. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, Divine Beauty, you were up. So you'd like to know what the month of June has in store for you, what spirit would like you to know. Let's take a look here. Wow, you do have this opportunity that's opening up in the month of June, and I feel that's like a calling. This is your higher self calling you higher into this new place in your life, this new sense of your worth too. So I feel like you're being brought out, uh, given an opportunity to step forward and do something more in alignment with your higher heart, not doing what you've always done and feel like you're existing. But I feel like there's something significant that's coming up that is just so, um, I know, it just makes your soul sing. And so there's this opportunity that opens up here for you. And it's like, it just blows everything else in your life away out of in proportion to how it's made you feel lately. I almost feel like you've been in this existing type of place and been looking for love and all the stuff that we're told and supposed to and should and need to and have to. Feel like you've been investing a lot of energy and you're just like, but I'm not feel like I'm getting anything back. But I feel like you're having this wake up in the month of June of something more in alignment with your heart, and you're just like, I can't take it anymore. I need to do something that I love, and I want to live, not exist. So I feel like there's a big aha and awareness that kicks in the month of June for you. So that is what they have for you, Divine Beauty. So many blessings to you. All right. Not sure what's going on with YouTube tonight. Looks like the chat disconnected and reconnected a moment ago. So hopefully no one commented after Madeline when she was stunned because nothing came through. So if you did, please re-put it down there because I didn't see anything come through. All right, Ms. Dra, you're up next. So hi, and you want guidance for you for your current situation. All right, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know. I do see here you've got this um this is, the 10 of Pentacles is this abundance. I feel like this is a dream that you have of wanting this full life of family and, generations and this type of thing. And I like that for you. The 7 of Wands, it's like saying don't give up on your dream. You have this bubble around you, and there's people trying to poke at it and say, "Why do you think you deserve that?" Blah blah blah. Whatever this fullness is that you're wanting. Um, don't let people drag it. Don't let people burst your bubble. They just feel like low about themselves, and they don't like that you want to be happy. Misery loves company here, but so does joy, and they throw better parties, right? So I feel like with what Spirit is saying here with guidance in your current situation is don't let people bump you off your track here. Allow yourself to stay calm, create a bubble around you, even if it's an energetic bubble that keeps their negative energy and comments away. Because this is something that is possible in your life. This is something that you could head towards where you will, have love, you will have abundance, you will have what feels like family and fullness in life. So don't let it get you down. Don't let anyone's actions or words get you down. Because it's just because they are low about themselves. They're in fear, thinking they will never have this. And so they're trying to burst your bubble so that you can stay with them. So that's what's going on with that Mistral. Hopefully that gives you the guidance that you're looking for in your current situation. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for now. All right. And lovely Lubby. Good evening to you. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully that was good for you there. I don't see a question, so I will continue on. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. All right. Julia, blessings to you. Hello. A general love reading. All right. Let's take a look here and see what does spirit want you to know here. Okay, they want that one. Oh, all right. And what else? All right. So you you have the 5 of Wands coming in here. It's 5 of Wands is our drive, our ambition, our passion, our inspiration, our overall energy. And energy that feels like fearful energy or competition or whatever it may be, it is transforming. It transforms from something that feels fearful into something very loving. And it has to do with this 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, emotional wish fulfillment. And so I feel like they're just saying, just trust the journey. It takes time to move up, takes time to transform. The number 5 is a number of change and transformation. Just allow the passion, allow it to have its process, its timing, because it does end up being this here. And so it's like allowing this to unfold, allowing this to come forward, right? So I like it. It's almost like a trust the energy. Um, Trust the transformation, I think, is a good way to say it too. Um, and Just know that whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. So I like that. And that's what they have for you, Julia. So many blessings for you. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, no problem. No problem. If I get down to the second question, we can. Oh, next actions towards you. Okay. I didn't see that there. I know. I know. All right. So Dishi654, love reading. Yeah, let's take a look here. What does spirit want you to know about love, love, love? All right. Yeah, so I do see here, you have the 4 of Wands here, which represents like marriage, that comes in. The 7 of Swords, swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, and all of that around marriage and partnership and that here. But you can see the crows here. It's in your face. These are your own thoughts, your own beliefs that are like have deceived you in the past that cheat you out of relationship because there's a lot of fear related to not being married or finding a marriage partner or what marriage will be like. There's just a lot of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And what Spirit is saying is here is like now is the time here. The advice they're giving is look, face the fear, the crow face to face. Look at what you are fearing and allow yourself to release those things. See the truths, let the light here shine down and bring things out of the shadows so you can really see what you're fearing and see that they're lies, see where they're false, and you are seeing things from a higher perspective, from the place of the moon, right? From the higher spiritual perspective, from a place of unconditional love, it allows you to remove some fears around this. And so right now they're just having you look into these fears because the more expectations and the more effort and everything we put into them, just it when we're focusing on what we're missing and we're focusing on those fears, they grow and they get bigger, and we're drawing the lower vibrational experiences in. It's almost like self-fulfilling prophecy where like if I was like fearing I'm going to meet someone that's going to cheat on me, well, look what I ordered, look what came in. So when you order it on Amazon, that's what they generally ship, right? So I feel like this is what spirit is having you look at is what is it that you're fearing, and it's time to release those things. So that is what is coming through there, Momo. So many blessings to you. And not Momo, Dishi. Sorry. Momo, you are up next, is what I was gonna say. I just my brain was moving faster than my mouth or vice versa. All right. Oh, Julie, thank you so much for your donation. You're so sweet. So, okay. All righty, all righty. You're so helpful with your Jack Nicholson and Helen Hunt, though. All right, so let's take a look here. And you said you had changed your question. I think it was right underneath it, right? Leo's next actions towards you. Okay, thank you so much. So let's take a look here and see what's going on with Leo. All right, those and those. What else? All right, and then I do want to pull a Soul's Journey card here as well. Okay. So let's see what their next actions are here. Here's the Five of Wands again. All right. So their next actions here. So I do see here they are the 10 of Swords is a great card to get here. And of course, we've got to have a temperance, slow moving card, right? No. But it is unfolding. There's a cycle, it's going back and forth. And the 10 of Swords here, usually it shows someone like laying down in the dirt with all the swords stuck in their back, and they were tired of the fears, and they've been through this. I feel like we've talked about this a little bit here too, about that they have let it go a lot of their fears around relationships and supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And so there is this freer flowing energy. Eight of Wands, a lot of um, passionate energy headed your way with this here. So I feel like they're getting to this point here. The it's turning into gold here, and I love that your donation area is yellow gold. It is this alchemy. It's turning from a base metal into gold. So, but passion is headed your way here. We also have we've got the Five of Wands, which we just had, right? So it came popping out again. This is what's transforming to the Ace of Cups to new love. So they are moving from that fear turning into something loving. Well, definitely is reinforced here that they are going to express this. They're working through this, and faster and faster and faster, which is okay, right? They've come such a long way. I just feel like with that 10 of Swords, it's almost like they had panic attacks around love at this point in their life. I don't know who they were with or who did a big number on them, but I just feel like there's so much anxiety around relationships and being vulnerable and opening up that I just feel like what they've done has been almost almost you could almost call it miraculous, the inner work that they've been doing, I feel. So whatever has happened here, did they go through I almost feel like, did they go through some sort of recovery? Um, I just feel like whatever is something just spun out in their life, why they're drinking or something, or, because of the pain that they had inflicted upon them by not just one, I feel like several different people, that it just not that it broke them, but I feel like they just hit rock bottom and they've bounced up, in miraculous ways is what I okay. So, yeah, and so I love this, definitely, because we also have the Eight of Cups, which they're walking away from emotions and stuff that didn't serve them, and they're walking towards the Nine of Cups. So oh, wow, yeah. So they are leaving behind that's a lot to leave behind, so now I see why. Wow, yeah, definitely. Whew. So they're walking away here from the Eight of Cups, from emotions and relationships that don't serve them. They're walking to the Nine of Cups here. So definitely, I like that. The the oracle card that I pulled is the Death card in this Soul Journey card, which I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, yeah, it does feel like he's done quite a bit here with all of this. Let's see. So it says, death is an illusion. It's a fact of life that the human body we use to travel to Earth must eventually stop working. I don't feel like this is the message for this here. Yeah, everything must change. So yeah, they want me to just to pick out words in here because this isn't about a physical death. This is about a, proverbial, whatever they call it. Um, so it says everything must change because stagnancy extinguishes progress. And it says the same is true for a relationship or a career. A soul lesson may be completed, and it's time to move beyond this point of familiarity and expand into new horizons of learning and development. It's a wonderful opportunity to thank those other souls in your life who have shared part of your path and taught you so much. So, yeah, they're basically saying that not only are they you know, healing in this time, but you are going through huge transformation yourself, right? You're having your own rebirth, death and rebirth of your own kind where you're choosing you, you're choosing your life, you're expanding. And so, yeah, I feel like they've done so much and they've moved so much that they're walking away, they're transforming, and it's definitely unfolding. So I like it. It's definitely I love that card for you because it is like in a way thanking whoever has helped you in this transformation, who has helped you leave things behind, that have allowed you to walk away from emotions and people that no longer serve you. And, you're doing this direction too. In fact, it's like, it just feels like this is a lot of what you've done, right? You've done all of this. So I like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like, especially with the rebirths that you both have had and the understanding where you've come from and where you're at. And like you said, you're not rushing it, you're not trying to do things. You're just allowing things to unfold and it will. I like it. It feels very I just feel like they have, done a whole lot and it's because of you that they've really kind of stepped up their program, if you want to say so. And I like it, and I like that you're also doing that. But oh, you're so sweet. I'm glad that you're in this beautiful, beautiful place of freedom and flow. Right? It's like you've also done a lot with that Ten of Swords, right? Just close my blinds here. I'm closing out the darkness. Um, It's like you've really left behind a lot of those, uh, you know, supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos, and so much of your life that's really opened it up. Just really, um, I just feel like, like that the 10 of swords has all those birds up in the sky, and I always like putting my fingers over them and covering it up because it's such a instead of like the movie Birds where they're attacking, and pooping on us, right? It's like the birds are gone. It's just like walking on a beach, like the Eight of Cups. They're just walking on this beach, releasing and walking toward where they're wanting to head. So I love it for you, and I like it. So I feel like their next actions are going to be a little more passionate. Um, because I feel like that's the comfortable thing for them to do. So they might, have a little more. of movement towards you. But the Ace of Cups comes and this transformation comes. So I like it, but I feel like they want to make sure, like you are, that you're both ready and that you're both not rushing into anything. And it's like this good flow into things, right? So I like it for you, Julia. So here we go. All right. But again, thank you so much for your donation. You're so generous, and I appreciate that. All right. So, Momo, you were up next. I am doing well. Hope you're doing well. And should you do the course? Should it do the course? The nails course and open your own business. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit says here. So, should you complete the course in nails? All right, I'm going to reshuffle these real quick here. Reset their energies and take a sip of my tea. All right, here we go. So, is this course in nails for you for your highest experience opening your own business? Yes. You got the magician card, which is about stepping forward. You have everything that you need to be successful and to live your dream. And the Ace of Pentacles is definitely new opportunity opening up in the outside world. So it really feels here very positive energies here. Both new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles is abundance coming in. A magician card is very much, about standing in your power, you initiating things. And so that is very much supported there, Momo. So I like it. Easy breezy answer. So definitely move forward and conquer all the nails. All right. Many, many blessings to you. Excuse me. All righty. Hey, Andrew Shri. Think you are up next here for your next glow up energy. Let's take a look here and see what we have. You'll be my next free reading, but I do have a donation. So thank you so much, Melody, for your donation. And you want to know what's Azam's current energy towards you? All right. Hi. So let's take a look here and see what are Azam's current energies towards you. Alrighty, let's see what do we got here. Well, it's interesting here. Almost took out my earring there. So we got the 10 of swords, which is it is an endings and new beginnings around thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and expectations here. So I feel like their energies towards you, there is this ending and new beginning type of energy here, because we've got both the Empress, which is new birth, new things coming in, and Page of Cups, new love as well. So we've got all this where they're letting go of a lot of expectations, a lot of mindsets of supposed to be, should be's, need to be's. And it just feels like this new sensuality, this new birth that's going on here. Um, because I have this here too, which when when these are coming together here, we got the tower, which means, you know, things are moved out of our life on purpose for a purpose to make room for us for things to move forward, for things to make space for something that is supposed to be in your life and to clear your path to go in a direction that's more in alignment with you. We've got the Five of Cups too, which has spilt cups, which is some mourning and some looking at the lower vibrational energies, but then it's also here, moving in here. Oh, wow. Interesting. So, it just feels like, and here's Eight of Wands, which is movement, 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 a lot of energy moving in your life too here. So, I don't know. It just feels like they've got something going on here. I don't know. I would almost think that it's like they are. I don't know if did you guys have an argument or something? I just feel like, or if you've been having a lot of arguments or something, but there just feels this energy is a lot of endings and new beginning type of energy that's coming in here. Um, you didn't, and he hasn't responded in 12 hours. Hmm. It just feels like the energies that I'm picking up, I just feel like they're drifting away, and that, you asked him what he's doing and he didn't respond. Oh no. Yeah. Mm, I just feel like I just feel like you know, you're crying laughing. I'm just, what is he up to? What is he doing? I just feel like he's off gallivanting around, but I feel like, you know, with whatever he's doing, whatever this ending and new beginning is that's going on with them, whether it is a person or it's they're investing their time and energy into something. I do feel like it's getting to the point where I just feel like you've invested a lot of energy in there, and that it's enough. I just feel like it's time to move forward. It's time to move on, and I feel like it's going to take care of itself, and you're going to be okay with it. I just really feel you are. I just feel like this Eight of Wands is like this passion, this drive that just takes you quickly in a different direction. Um, which I do. I just feel like there's this, you know, I've had it. I've done it enough. You deserve more. It's clearing your path to move in, like I said, into a direction where there's someone more in alignment with your heart and with what you deserve. Like something that's like equal give and receive, you know. Not something where you are like 90% of the giving and 10% of the receiving. So I like it for you, you know. Um but I feel like it's enough, and it is time. But their current energy, yeah, it just kind of feels like they just have had enough, in their mind anyway. A lot of expectations that can be free. I just feel like they want to be free. They just don't want to be kept in a cage. Is what's in their mind. This is what their mind is, of course. But so that's what's coming in, Melody. I know. So hang in there. Much love to you. And yeah, I just don't know. Just don't know what to say. But I feel like you're getting it all. So I don't I feel like that's all I had to say. And you're like, yep, thank you. Bye. All right. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you for your donation. All right. So Anjushri, you want to know your glow up energy here. Well, I like the release that comes from this here. Here's the old heartbreaks, the old ways of thinking, expectations equal disappointment. And there was this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts, right? And when the outside world doesn't match up to our expectations, of course the outside world wins, right? But only 100% of the time. I love Byron Katie says that, because it's like when our mind battles with reality, it loses, but only 100% of the time, because we have all these expectations of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, but it doesn't always work out that way. It seldom works out that way. So I like this Saturn energy coming in and releasing these strings from you, where you don't feel so trapped and controlled by all these expectations, all these people's opinions of the past. It allows you to question all these things that you, grew up with thinking had to be, it has to be, it must be, it should be, all that restriction and all that fear is being released. And that's a glow up because it's freedom. It's like a puppy who's been kept in its kennel, a small kennel all day long, and now it gets to get out and run and play. It's like freedom. That is a glow up, and I feel like that is what is happening here. And I feel like it's not even just in one area of your life. I feel like it's in multiple areas of your life where this freedom comes in. So that is what I feel is coming through for you, Andrew Shri. So many blessings to you. All right. And blessed and highly favored. Hello. Yeah, everyone is due. Let's see here. I didn't see a question there. So blessings to you and thank you for the greetings. All right. All right. Eldona, you already took care of yours. All right. Levi, I believe you are up next here. And so you want to know Natsuki's energy towards you. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's take a look. Well, it feels like it's kind of undecided. They're in this holding pattern here with the hanged man. They're just trying to see things from a different perspective. But it's also like they're in this transformation. It's like this waiting, waiting, waiting. The Two of Swords, too, is like standing in the middle of a path, trying to decide which way to go and what they want to do. So I kind of feel like they're in this little pocket of uncertainty, if that makes sense. And it just doesn't feel like it's like they're going through a transformation. They're having these things happen where they're just have all these decisions to make and they're all on hold because they're really just trying to get their head around what they want in life, what they want to do. And I feel like they just feel like if one domino falls, it's just going to make all this stuff happen. And they're wanting to make sure of what they want so that they don't impact a bunch of people, and have to back up, type of thing. So I feel like they're really, and maybe they're an overthinker, but they are very much looking at things from a higher perspective, hanging upside down, just looking at what they want. So that's the kind of energy. It just feels kind of like in a holding pattern. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming through. Not a whole lot more right now. And whenever we have a holding pattern like that, it's like it's all for us to learn through too, right? Yay. And it's like, how does it make me feel? What is coming up inside of me? What can I transform within me? Because whenever we have to wait, fear usually starts whispering, it's because you're not good enough, because of this, because of that, but then we're off in our heads thinking about all this stuff. And so whatever comes up is ours to own. Our triggers are coming up within us, but it allows the space. They don't do it to torture us. They do it to set us free, because if it comes up and we're put in these situations, then we can focus and release them and they won't come up again. So that's what's coming through right now for you. So many blessings. Hang in there. Right. And let's see, we are two here. Whoops, where did I go? There I am. So Star Moon, hello, hello. You would like to know about your child's father. All right, let's take a look here and see what they'd like you to know around them. All right. So we have here, the 10 of Pentacles is this legacy, this family type of energy, right? So it is the legacy and the family tree and all the children and everything else, right? So this is the ideal. This is like what we're taught from very early young, that this is the dream come true. But with the Six of Swords here, swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our mindsets, our mentalities. And there is some changing of thoughts that are going here. And it is from rough, choppy waters to calmer waters. So I feel like there is some changing of thoughts and beliefs around this, where they're moving more towards this, but not completely, right? They let three old ways of thinking go to move three steps towards this, but I feel like they're still not totally bought into this whole story. And it has to do with their past too. Like their family tree is full of a lot of broken branches and lightning strikes and you know, that branch has some sort of fungus on it, they've their family tree from what they've come from, it doesn't I totally understand why they're like, "That's a farce, that's unbelievable." I feel like almost like their idea of family is if they don't kill you by the time you're 18, they've done their job and, get out, type of just very abusive verbally and emotionally and maybe even physically. But I just feel like they've come from a really rough, like I said, infected family tree that they're just like, um, it just scary. There's no other way to say it, right? It's full of fear. And I feel like they've made some steps towards it, but I just kind of feel like from where they've come from, they have a lot of reconciling to do within their own mind and heart around things. So hopefully that makes sense. Their star moon, but that's what's coming through. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. Okay, I'm just checking here to make sure I'm not bypassing anyone here. All right. So I think we are down here to Shirley. Hey, Shirley. So you saw T at the store today. What are his current thoughts about you? All right. Let's take a look here. What are his current thoughts? Well, so we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands here. The Ace of Wands is, um, passion, desire, that type of thing. And the Two of Wands is like plans, uh, plotting, but planning like how am I going to get there? What's going on here? What do I want to do with that? So I feel like their current energy is like they do have attraction and passion that ignites, but I feel like they get caught up in the planning stage because it's one, two, and then where's the three? It's like they're looking out at the window. It's almost like window shopping, right? Of I want to go here, I want to do this, but they never take any action toward it. And so I just feel like that seeing you, it's like, oh, but then, yeah, they just it as fast, not as fast as, but the energy comes, energy comes, and energy goes, is what I feel with the energy that's there. So that is what they have for you, Shirley. It just feels like I don't know. I just don't feel like they have desire, but they have low follow through, is kind of what's coming in. So that is what they have for you, Shirley. So many blessings. Hang in there. I know. What is it? All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So we took care of that one. And Amber. So, Amber, you want to know is something holding you back from being successful and moving on? Let's take a look here and see. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. And anything else? All right. Yeah. Just you. That's all that's holding you back. So nothing there. You've got this definite possibilities of new birth and harvest and wonderful things here. The Nine of Wands, and they're just being funny, "Yep, you, that's it." Because here's your Ace of Wands here, and you can see this is what's blocking you and keeping you from moving forward. You can see here, if you lifted this up, this would just fall down, the wall would fall down. So, what is holding you back from being successful, uh, is about owning that Ace of Wands in a couple ways. One thing is knowing that whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. And so, if we're focusing on what we feel is missing in our life, that Ace of Wands tells the universe, I enjoy missing things in my life. Can you send me more things to miss or make me miss this other thing more? They're like, absolutely. You know, or if we're focusing on what I hate in my life, we're telling the universe, I enjoy hating things in my life. Can you send me more things to hate? Right? That's not what we're wanting, right? But when we focus on our fears, we repel things out of our life and draw things in that we are not wanting. So, one thing we can do with that Ace of Wands is focus on what we're grateful for in our life. Then we're telling the universe, you know what? I really enjoy being grateful for things. And the universe goes, yeah, they enjoy it. Let's bring them more things to be grateful for. So, whatever we focus on does grow and expand. The other thing has to do whenever we feel like there's an invisible barrier that even though we are wanting success and abundance and people to love us and people to give things to us, getting promotions, getting jobs, whatever, and they feel like they're blocked from us all the time. It's because there's a little culprit down in our subconscious, our little emotional inner child, who, to no fault of their own, when they were 7 years old or younger, the situation that they were in is that they had to give a whole lot to someone that they really cared about and wanted attention from and got very little back from. So it's like they felt they had to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin back. Being a child, we didn't know any better. Well, that seems like a fair rate of exchange. And then it seeps down into the subconscious. And that's where our little inner child is ruling, is our subconscious. They're keeping score. How many love coins, how many abundance coins, whatever it is that you're looking for, did you give? And it's like, you're not to 1,000 yet. You're at 699. You still have, what is that, 301 more to go, before you deserve one love coin or one abundance coin. And maybe at one point in your life, you hit the 1,000, the, uh, little barriers drop, and here's a flood, and then it's reset back to zero, trying to get back to 1,000 again. Well, the good news is in addition to focusing on gratitude and all that, if we consciously bring up from our subconscious our rate of exchange and think back and go, who was it that I had to overgive to in order to receive a little bit back? Generally, we'll remember right away. We're like, oh, yep, that was my parents, or that was my grandparents, or that coach, or that teacher, blah, blah, blah. They will come right away and we will know who it is. It'll come right to our brain, right? And when we realize it, you can see the out of balance that you had, and then you can go in there and edit this giving, this 1,000 out. Get rid of those zeros, bring it from 1 to 1,000 down to 1 to 1. Hit the save button and then let that go in. That opens up things and that allows you this freedom for things to come in, for success, abundance, love, and it releases you to move forward too. So that's what's coming through, Amber. Hopefully that is helpful. So many blessings to you. All right. And so that is what we had there. We took care of that one and that one and that one. Hey, Ivan Van from Belgium. Good to see you. All right. Hey, Kavita Soroha. So you would like a general reading. All right. So let's take a look here, Kavita. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Mm, I like it here. You do definitely have this here with the Devil card. You are questioning, you're cutting away these strings here. The Fool's Journey, it's the first card in the major arcana, which is releasing and letting go of, it's like this journey free of expectation It's an adventure. It's like a child who is born that hasn't been influenced by everyone's no, no, praise, praise, punishment, 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 right? It's this free flowing journey that you get to go on here. And the devil card here, the Saturn energy, the Capricorn energy, is what is freeing you from all these strings here. So they're wanting you to know that whatever this is that is making you feel like a puppet, like, something happens and you just like, I feel this way and I can't help it, or I react this way and I don't want to react this way anymore. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want this story to be that way. Well, this is the power that's coming in. They're challenging you of all these beliefs, those supposed tos, shoulds, and need tos, and have tos, and musts from the past, these fears of rejection, fears of failure, fears of losing conditional love. And you're being freed from them because they are forcing them in your face and not allowing you to look away. They're, prying your eyes open with toothpicks. So you have to look. And they're like, you are going to look at this and you're going to let this go. And that's what's happening. And it's good because whatever these obstacles that have been being brought up have been brought up into your face on purpose so that you can release them, so you can have this calm, peaceful journey instead of this crazy, chaotic one. So that's what's coming in, and what they're letting you know, that what is going on, and that they're showing you that you are releasing things. Continue to release them because it is for your highest experience. So that is what is coming in there for you. So many blessings to you. All right. So continue moving down the list here. And so, Sakshi, hi. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber. Welcome to our wonderful soul family. And if you do have a question, hopefully you'll pop it down in there. If not, welcome. And we hope to see more of you. We have a great, hilarious group of people with great sense of humor and huge hearts. So, welcome. I'm sure you'll fit right in. All right. Hey, Ada. And Layla, hello, hello. So Layla, Dominic, you want to know, will H reach out to you and do they still love you? Let's take a look here and see. Layla, I don't feel here um that we have got two pages here, the page of swords and the page of pentacles. And I feel like this represents for both of you too, because this is new opportunities opened up in their outside world, and I feel like they've moved on. And I feel like you will also have new opportunities that are going to be opening up here real soon. Because the Page of Swords, this is new thought, new belief, new mindset. I feel like you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're letting go more and more fears of losing conditional love, and you're seeing things more truly from a higher place, which allows you to move into a different area of your life. And I feel like the person that you're moving toward is more in alignment with what you deserve and where you're headed than them, because that's what happens. People don't leave us. We don't, you know, um, like lose jobs or whatever, too. Things are removed, people and things are removed out of our life for us because they've served their purpose. We've learned what we've needed to learn from each other. And now we're both headed in directions that are more alignment with where we're wanting to go. So I don't feel like they'll reach out. They'll have a love in their heart for you. Um, you know, but they're not in love, and they don't currently want to get back together. I feel like they've moved forward and on, and I feel like that's where you're headed here in the very near future as well. So I know, but that's where you're headed is much more better. You'll be like glad, but I know it's hard right now. But trust me, you'll be glad. All right. So that's what they have for you, Layla. So many blessings to you. And new love. Hello, hello. Will there be love between you and C on your date? Uh-oh, dun dun dun. Let's take a look here. Okay, what else? those. Anything else? Is it just going to be a one card answer? Let me see what it is here. Hmm. Okay. Oh no. um, I feel like here you've got the 10 of swords, which is letting go of expectations, and the 3 of swords is heartbreak for when we have expectations. So I feel like spirit is saying that, on your date, release all expectations, just allow it to unfold, because otherwise you're it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We have all of these birds attacking us of, the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must, and then we spend all this energy, and the energy does seep out, and it just like sucks the life out of the experience because we're so much fear that things aren't unfolding the way they're supposed to be and should be and need to be, to define me and to reinforce me and blah blah blah, right? And it's like if you take a candle like this, and if I was a Buddhist monk that could put his hand and not burn, I would do it. But you put your hand, you put something over it and it sucks out the oxygen, poof, the flame goes away, right? So we don't want to do that, right? Because I feel like you want things to go. And so it's going without any expectations as much as possible. Just clear them out, let it be what it's going to be, and enjoy it for what it is instead of focusing on, this list that has to happen where things are going to fall short and there's going to be disappointment. Instead, focus on what you're grateful for in each moment. That expands that instead. So I feel like um, they're just saying, "Don't worry about it." It sounds like your guides, right? Don't you worry about it, and just release it and just enjoy the experience, because it's going to feel so much more free and flowing than if you're have anxiety about it not unfolding the way it needs to be. In fact, it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy. If we're fearing that there's not going to be love, our energy is going to invite that in for us instead of focusing on what we're grateful for. What do we like about them? What do we appreciate about them? What do we appreciate about where we're at, what we're doing? What are you enjoying? Focus in on that, not on what's not happening, is what I feel your spirit guides are wanting to emphasize. So that's what they have. New love, talk to your guides. All right, but have a great time. You can definitely have a great time. All right. All righty. So let me continue. Let me just look down the list here. All righty. So Cheery, hey Cheery. So let me just see where I'm at here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close to they don't listen to you. Do you listen to them? Right? They're like, well, turnabout's fair play, baby. You're so funny. All right. So, Cherry, you want angel guidance. How close are you from meeting your goal? Let's take a look here and see. What do they have here for you? How close are you to meeting your goal? Of which goal do you speak? You've only just begun. You're on the fool's journey. You're on this wonderful path free of expectations, right? I like that this is how they answer you by showing you this here. Six of Swords is moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. There is movement that's happening here, but there said that this journey that you're on, this goal that you have, is this your soul's goal, or is this expectations that you have? Because there's a difference between the two. Your soul is on this journey that's free of expectation, that's free of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. There's no grade on there. You're on this wonderful journey. Um, but our human side, this is like our soul. This is our human. Our human has a long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that are like a graded class. You find out, well, no, it's actually an art class that's just teaching you how to express yourself. We're all There's a rumor going around the art classroom though that, oh no, there's a grade. And if you fail, ooh, it's not going to be good for you. And we're like, what? And everyone's arguing with each other about what the assignment is because someone's painting, someone's doing woodwork, someone's doing clay, someone's doing metalwork, someone's doing creative dance. This is an art class. What's going on? And so everyone's starting to argue, and the art teacher comes up and goes, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Well, what's the grade? How are we going to grade? And what are we supposed to be doing?" And they're like, "No, this is just a class for you to learn to express yourself. There's no grade. It was a free class that was offered. You guys are just here. I'm a volunteer. There's no there's no grade, and there's no assignment, a specific assignment." And I like this. There's this freedom that comes with this, and this is what the angels want you to know, and I like that they're showing you, here's your soul free of all expectations, and then they show you your human who's leaving old ways of thinking behind and moving into higher ways of thinking that are more free. So I feel like they're saying if you're talking about a human goal, you're making progress, you're moving closer of to letting go of the goal, where your soul is having a blast on their adventure. So hopefully that helps, Jerry. But that is what they have coming through. So many blessings to you. All righty. So we did that. We did that. Hey, lovely, lovely. All right. I see your question there. And let's see where we at on time here. Okay. So lovely, lovely. You want to know, what do your guides want you to know about what your life will be like 7 years from now? Spinning, 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 and not moving. I gotcha. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about your life in like 7 years? Just going to refresh these cards real quick here. Okay. Spinning and spinning more. No. You also have movement. So there is movement here. I like that. There's the Knight of Swords is definitely pursuit of higher truths, seeing things from a different perspective. I feel like you might even be taking some classes, always expanding your education and your abilities. But I feel like you are pursuing higher knowledge and higher, ways of thinking here, seeing things from a different perspective, definitely um, continually cutting away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you. You're always cleaning out your noggin, always transforming. And you have the magician card here too, which is you really owning your power and where you're investing it. And I mean, you've learned so much in a short amount of time already, of wherever you focus your energy is what grows and expands. And I feel like you are really just, um, zeroing in on it. 7 years from now, it's like you're a master, at it. But I like this for you. And, you know, um, spinning wheels and not moving, um, there can be here if you feel like you have a block where there's you're having trouble moving forward, like if you feel like there's these invisible fields, it's probably your inner child self, because that's generally where our blocks come from. And it'll be based on um like our little 7-year-old and younger self. There could be someone, and you can think about around that age, that you felt you had to overgive to get very little back, because there might be an out of balance rate of return where you felt you had to give like 1,000 love coins to get one back, or you had to do so much in school to get very little recognition. Whatever this is, where there might be this subconscious belief somewhere down underneath where you had to do so much to get so little reward back for it, and that is creating these force fields with the little child self in there. So I feel like that is what is they have for you right now. So hang in there, lovely Obi. It looks like your 7 years from now is pretty awesome. So you're standing in your power. definitely by then. So you're doing something. All right. So that's what they have coming through. All right. Mars, does Michael avoid you because of a bad conscious annoyance or apathy? All right. Let's see here. Why does Michael avoid you? All right. Well, it looks like here they're just more focused on the outside world. It's almost like they're looking forward to new opportunities. So I just feel like they're more um it's not so much out of, you know, bad conscience or annoyance or any of that. It's just more like they're looking for new things in the outside world, new worth related to the outside world. So yeah, I don't really see that, coming in here. Um, any of those things. It just feels like they're just concerned about themselves. Maybe narcissism. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe it's not any of that. They're just focused on them. They're just like, I don't know if that is that apathy. Probably not. But it's more like they're just looking at, going their directions, going and doing their own thing. It just feels like that. So that's what's coming through Mars. So many blessings to you. All right. All right. So we got down here. So Denise Deschelle, hello, peace and blessings to you. You want to know, will you get hired with Delta Airlines in the upcoming months? Let's take a look here. With the peace of mind card here, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess, I almost feel here like, this is more like that there's something much more in alignment with you with yourself here. Because I feel like with the High Priestess is about stepping back and really connecting to your high heart, stepping back into, the behind the veil and deep into your subconscious and unconscious. I just feel like there's something that brings you more peace of mind. For some reason, I don't feel like working for them makes you feel this way. I feel like it's more, moving in that direction. That there's something else more in alignment with your path that brings peace of mind. So I don't know if you well I just feel like you're being diverted, like a flight at Delta. It's being diverted. You're being diverted to something else that brings you more peace of mind, and they keep on saying that peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. So that's what's coming through, Denise. So I don't feel like Delta's for you because I don't know. It doesn't feel peaceful to me. It feels like stress. It feels like fear there. And I feel like there's something else that's more in alignment for you. So that is what is coming in there. All right, everybody. I'm a little bit past my 2 hours. I'm going to try to I have like probably a handful more to do, but I'm going to go into a lightning round because I am past my couple hour mark here. But before I do that, I do want to make sure everyone is aware that there's still just a couple days left to get into my drawing on Monday, where I'll be giving away 4 personal recorded readings. So if you want to check that out, make sure to check out the video there that'll tell you how to get into that. Also, each week I do put out at least one not personal recorded, pick a card reading. And this week was what you need to know about love right now. I also have a ton of other pick a cards on my main page on my playlist. So if you want to check any of those out, if you're looking for even more additional messages. And then also each month I do put out readings for each individual zodiac sign. So if you haven't checked out your maze yet, that's also available. That's the playlist right there. So just want to make sure everyone is aware of that. And again, thank you guys so much too for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thanks for being part of the love tsunami. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to go to what I call lightning round, which I'm just going to pull one card, answers for the remaining of the free ones here down to where I just went, and then I will be closing up. But I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time as well. So if you want to come back and check it out, I shall return. All right, so living life, Hennessy, how will your love be in your freshman year? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about love in your freshman year? All right. So the card that came out, you have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups tells me that either you meet someone who from your past you meet in your freshman year that you have a little bit of a romance with, or it's someone you meet that you feel like you've known for a long time, which would mean like there's this past life connection between the two of you. So that is what I feel is coming in here. So it's going to be quite, um, it's very mutual. It feels like three cups on each side. So it's a very flowing relationship. It feels like, I wanna say it feels like home because but it feels like you've known them before, so it feels very comfortable, and it feels like you've bumped into an old best friend in a way too. Not in a weird way, but it feels like a strong connection. So that is what, they have for you, living life. So many blessings to you. All right, better left unspoken. Well, shh, we don't wanna say. So a love reading, absolutely. We're just going to do one card love readings here, though. Um, you do have the Ten of Swords coming in, which is great. You're at this place of you are ready to leave behind all of these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that just clog your love life, right? Trying to live up, trying to be this, trying to be that. It's just you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired of letting people down or trying to control other people, trying to make everything fit into this long list of things, and you've just been clearing them away. And the Ten of Swords is a great place to be at because you are ready to let it go and you're ready to move forward with more free approach to it, which is great because when we have so many expectations, it blinds us from so many things. We don't see all this out here or all this out here because we have these blinders on like a horse does, right? But the more we release these expectations, the more opportunities, the more experiences that we have too. So that is what is coming in for you. Better left unspoken. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Vikram. And Dishi, you would like a love reading? All right, let's take a look here. Actually, Bana, I'm all well, let me see how many I have here. Um, Go ahead and ask your question and I'll see how long it takes me to get there because I'm in the last moments of this here, but I might be able to squeeze you in there. All right, so Dishi, a love reading. I am doing just one card reading lightning round at this point, though. All right. So your love reading, you have the Magician card coming in here, which is a powerful card because it does show that you have the Ace of Wands, you have this magic wand, and whatever you focus in around love is what grows and expands, Dishi. So if we're focusing on like a missing love in my life, then we're telling the universe, I enjoy missing love in my life. Can you push it further away? Because I'm really enjoying this, right? And you're like, no, I'm not. Well, that's what we're telling the universe when we focus on it, right? When we focus on our fears, it grows and expands. We repel things out of our life and draw things in that we fear is leaving and that will come into our life. So we can focus on gratitude for the love we do have in our life and what we do want to draw in. And there's this powerful manifesting energy that we exude at all times. Whatever we're focusing on is what's growing and expanding. And so I feel like they are telling you that this is an important time for you to really pay attention to what you are focusing on. So that is what they have for you, Dishi, right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Ms. P. You want to know what's ahead this week for you? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Well, you have the Three of Cups. So there is this joy and celebration that comes in for you this week. There is also the possibility of finding your tribe in a way, finding a group of individuals that really resonate with you together. And it just really, you don't have to explain yourself. They just get you and you get them. And I feel like it's the starting of this drawing in of this. Own community seems like too large. I feel like it's more of a couple people that you just really click with, and I like this for you. But it does bring you joy, it does bring you this celebration type of energy, so I like it for you. So that is what is coming through right now for you, Ms. P. Hey, Kimberly. Yeah, you can have a reading here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know right now. Well, you're the Knight of Pentacles. Yay! It's the slowest moving knight out of them all, but it does tell us that things are unfolding, but we don't change from the outside in, we change from the inside out. So a lot of what you've been dealing with and transforming on the inside will take time to get into the outside world. So just trust the timing, trust that things will unfold in the outside world, and while we're waiting, for things to unfold, it's always a great time for us to focus on our self love, raising our love vibration by turning inward and upward and connecting with spirit and our higher self, questioning these limiting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets we have around ourselves that no longer serve us, these emotions that no longer serve us, these relationships that no longer serve us. It's like this time to clear things out and declutter, and I like it for you. So there is this, you know, wonderful things are unfolding, but while you're waiting, you can still do some inner releasing and raising that love vibration. It's just a win-win for you. So that is what is coming in for you. So many blessings. Cherry, yes, I did get your email. I haven't had a chance to do it. I had a ton to do today. I did see it. So thank you so much for taking your time to write all that out. And I'm definitely going to check out that in the website. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Many blessings to you. All right. All right. And so better left unspoken. Love wasn't your question? Oh, would love a reading if available. You would love a reading, not a love reading. So I see your question now. What is something that you don't see that spirit wants you to see? Hermit time. Dun 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 dun. Hermit time. So spirit is, you know, what they want you to see is that they want you to spend more time with them. The hermit's journey is really um it's like having quality time with spirit, right? It's not that you have to become a complete hermit, but really emphasizing the time that you have for yourself away from the noise, the chaos, from distraction, and just really true intimate contact with spirit and opening up with that. So it is a time for kind of stepping away from some things that the energy isn't helping you. It's detracting possibly. And so it's like being aware of where you're investing your time, and if there's a little extra time that you can spend in doing creative things and connecting with spirit. You don't have to be bored with it going, oh God, here I go with another meditation. But it is about connecting to the upper realms and spending more time with them, because they do have wonderful messages and they want to develop this relationship between you and them, raising your love vibration to that of unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter, because that's the frequency at which they speak. And the more you focus on that, the more clear their messages are. And but when we're around chaos, which it's hard not to be around chaos when we turn on the TV, look at the news, spend time around people that are a lot of fear based and a lot of activity. it's good to get away and be a hermit a little more often, at least for right now. Yeah. Awesome. That is great. All right. Yeah, me too. But, it finds its way on YouTube, it finds its way in my email, it finds my way on Instagram and Facebook, it's like there seems to be, like, chaos everywhere. But they're saying just be aware of what you're feeding your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your energy. So, and they're just inviting you, spend more time with them. So I like it. All right, better left unspoken. We'll see you someday. All right, so Vidi Jalan, hello, hello. What is the Capricorn's intentions towards you? The Six of Wands here, um, it feels very, I just want to be seen. There's this, type of um validation. It feels very, I don't want to say shallow, but shallow. It just feels like um they just have this um it keeps on coming across validation and being seen, validation and being seen, validation and being seen. And it's like, well, I want more than that. I want more of that for you. But I just feel like it just feels kind of shallow. It doesn't feel like depth of emotion for me. It just feels more that it's about them and not about you. So not that they're a narcissist, but maybe they have a little hint of it, but it just feels that way, what's coming in there. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't like them for you, but that's what's going on. So that's what they have for you, BD. So hang in there. All right. Bana Singh, hello, hello. All right. So your question, will you pass your exam? Let's take a look here, Bana. All right. I like it. You have the King of Swords, the Master of Higher Education. Not only do they rule over the mind and education and communication, but they're all given a second portion of air, and so they're the masters of it. So this is a very positive omen for you. Just stay in your mind, and if you can, you have a lot of access to the mind here. So when you're calm, you are in your element because you have access to all of your subconscious. If you go in it with the anxiety and fear, your brain, your intelligent and your connection to your subconscious is knocked out because your little inner child, your 2-year old with their pet cat are in charge, and they push everyone else out. And so you have a 2-year old and a cat taking your test instead of your adult. So if you feel yourself being anxious, take deep breaths to calm yourself, come out of fear. It'll relieve, whatever you can do, meditate, whatever you can do to be calm going in, then you have full access to it, and you're gonna do well on it, by what those cards were saying there. So that is what they have for you, Bana. So many blessings for you. Oh wow! So CEO of Lamborghini asking why they don't run ads on TVs, and his response was, the people who buy my cars don't watch TV. Wow. Yeah, they've got too much else going on, right? I like it. I like it. All right, everybody. Thank you again so much for all of your love, all your support, all the thumbs up too on the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you for being part of the love tsunami. Really appreciate that. And I'm always blown away by your hunger and thirst after spirit. So thank you guys so much. I shall return tomorrow. So please know as you're going throughout the rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world, that every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love to you. You guys hang in there. You take care, and we'll see you soon.